Welcome to our channel.
So this is our first video ever together.
Ever.
We're going to be answering questions you guys had for us on Instagram and TikTok. So I'm going to start with, how did we meet?
We met, you want to answer? We met at a window, like 2 years ago? 2 years ago now?
2023. Yeah.
2 years ago? And yeah, I saw this little short, beautiful girl. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to let's dance, you know. And then yeah, we met at a baile. We exchanged Instagram and stuff. And
We met at a baile, and then, so how you said, like, he went to go out and dance. And I was with my little sister at the time because she used to go to the bailes with me everywhere. And then after that, I left. I was like, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. We exchanged Instagram. So I left, and then he messaged me that same night, like, oh, where was I, whatever. I had already left.
cause I want to dance more. Yeah.
And then I fui, and after he had invited me to another party, but it was gonna be in California, and we're from Vegas. So when he said Cali, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna go. So I didn't go. And then he had invited me again, and then when he invited me the second time to another one, I was gonna go to Mexico. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be in Jalisco. Like, my bad. And then I didn't go, and then yeah, whatever. Fast forward, I went to another baile. That was probably like March or April, and then I went to another baile in August, and apparently he was there, and I was there too, but we didn't talk, we didn't nothing. I was doing my own thing, he was doing his own thing. And then I went to another baile at the Virgin here in Vegas, and we had already followed each other on Instagram, so he saw that I was posting that I was there, and he was there. That's so forced. But he was there, and he texted me to let's catch a dance or something, and I was like, oh yeah, like look for me or something. And then he found me, we danced, and he was drunk. He was drunk, and I remember I just kept putting him off because of his age. So I was like, no. And yeah, whatever. So after that, we danced that day, and then I left the se acabó el baile, so I was walking out, and I told him, no, I didn't tell him I was walking out. I remember I told him when we were dancing, because he kept like, I was in VIP, so he kept asking me from the outside, and I told him like, oh, like next time you come ask me, like go up there and ask me, or else we're not gonna dance. Point is, by the next song, ya nunca alcanzó, like the baile finished, and yeah, we left. And when I was walking out with my friends, I just felt someone tap me, so I turned around and it was him, and then he's like, oh, like what are we gonna do after? He's like, oh, we're gonna go to eat tacos, because that's what we're gonna do. And I was like, if you want to go. And he was like, I don't know if if you want me to go, you text me or something like that. So I got in the car, I was like, I'm not touching this man. And then all my friends were like, go, like you haven't dated nobody, you've been single for too long, like just go, give it a shot. So I think I DM'd him, this is my number and this is the place we're going to be in case you want to go or something. And then yeah, when I got there, he was already waiting for me with my tacos and my water or whatever. And then we talked in the car, and he told me his age, which that one's gonna lead to our age, because they did ask that, so I'm just gonna answer right now. He asked me for my age, and no, I asked him for his age, and he said he was 22, and I was 26, and I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way, like I've only dated older people, like I can't date someone younger. And so I thought nothing of it. I was like, okay, whatever. I told him, oh, they told me 22, y me quedé callada. And then he kept eating, and then I left with my friends. I got back in my car and I left with my friends. And I told him when I got into the car, like, he's way too young for me, like, I'm not doing this. And the next morning, mind you, he already had my number, because I told him, like, meet me at this taco place whenever you get there, like, text me, this is my number. And so he already had my number. So the next morning was Thanksgiving Day, and he wanted to go out to eat. He texted me, like, right away in the morning, like, I just, like, as soon as you woke up, no? Yeah. So like, if I was busy or something, I was like, oh no, like I just woke up. He's like, have you ate? I was like, no. He said, let's go eat. And I told my mom, like, oh, es que este muchacho lo conocí, pero se me hace muy mocoso, like, I don't want to. I was like, ay, just go eat. Comer no significa que vas a andar con él. What if you're missing out on something? So I was like, okay, whatever. So we went, and we went to Virotazo, because everything was closed since it was Thanksgiving Day.
I wanted to go to a restaurant that's like 15 minutes away from there. But I didn't know it was Thanksgiving, so she was like, yeah, everything's closed.
And then I was taking forever to get ready. Like, I just prolonged it. And whatever, so by the time that we were ready to go, the only place open was Virotazo, and if you're from Vegas, you know it's like a taco place here. And we went, whatever, we went to go eat, and he started talking. Well, I started asking him like about his upbringing and like his family, because I always wanted someone that kind of came from the same upbringing as me, because dating someone with like a toxic household, it's not good. So yeah, he started telling me like he was from Zacatecas and stuff. So I was like, okay, I might give this man a shot. So after, was it that same day that you took me to go get boba?
Yeah, it was that.
So I guess he still wanted to hang out a little bit after, because it was just, the tacos were, it was probably like 40 minutes that we were there, because we were going to close too.
We got there super late too.
Yeah, and then I kind of mentioned like I had never tried boba, so she's like, oh, like I'm going to take it to a boba spot. Look at her tongue. Yeah, he took me to go get boba, and he dropped me off. So that's how we met. And then after that, he just kept asking me out for like dates.
And after one, and after another, and after another.
I think it was tacos, and then we got boba after, and then the next day he invited me to go meet his friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is wrong with this number?
Another.
So the question is, how old are we? So I just said like I didn't want to date him because he's too young for me. Right now he's 24 and I'm 28. He's turning 25 in like
Couple days.
2 weeks. And then I'm turning 29 in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
How long have you guys been together?
A year and 4 months.
No,
Year
we're not. It's not May
months.
21st yet.
Year and 3 months
And a half.
and a half.
Yeah, so that's how old we are. I'm 28. He's
Yeah.
28. How long have you? Okay, I already asked that. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Vegas. I'm pretty sure, but I was born in Mexico.
Zacatecas, to be specific. And then I'm from Cali.
Las Vegas. So.
I was born in Cali, but I moved to Vegas. And my parents are from Jalisco. Both of them. What goals do you guys have? Start with one and after.
One of our goals, and it's both of our goals, is to get a house. To like move out of our parents' house, because you know when you meet somebody and you're with somebody for a long period of time, they're the one. And we both have those goals.
Yeah.
To get a house, move out, and plan our future together. You know?
Yeah, so that's one of our goals. Another goal is, if I answer this one, I'm kind of answering 2 questions at a time, but it's to hold off on kids because we want to travel. That's another goal. But
Yeah, travel.
está lo que Dios quiera que I mean, I'm already older, but yeah, to hold off on kids, that's another goal.
And
And
marriage.
marriage. Yeah, and horses and sheep and Highland cows. What?
Oh wow. Oh, pigs, goats.
Pigs, yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then for me, to grow my lash business, that's a really big goal for 2025, because I've had it for 3 years, but it's been like on and off. COVID hit, and then after COVID, it was not, people didn't have money. So it's to expand my lash business.
And to help with the goals.
Do you guys have siblings? They
Yeah.
always ask this.
Yeah, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. I have 2. I have older and a younger brother.
He's a middle child. So in his house, they're all boys, and my house, they're all girls. Just that in my house, we're 5.
Yeah.
I have 2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters, so we're 5 in total. A middle child too. Look at. Can you guys see her? See her?
Look.
She's nosy. Okay. And then, how did you know he was the one and vice versa? Yeah, so it might just probably gonna sound weird, but it's the truth. Obviously, when we started dating, he asked me to be his girlfriend 2 months in.
3. 2 and a half.
2 months. Obviously, I didn't know I wanted to be with him forever. Like, I was just dating to date. And then when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, that stage is to get to know each other. It's not really like you know you're gonna marry that person. That's why there's a lot of breakups. But when I knew like, oh, okay, I could see myself marrying him, it was literally not that long ago. It was when my uncle passed, because he put up with a lot, huh?
A lot.
A lot. Like,
But like when you love someone, it's like you just want to be there for them, you know?
yeah, he put up with me crying in the middle of the night. He put up with me not being able to eat and him getting frustrated because he's like, "Are you okay?" Like, obviously he knew my eating habit before that, so he put up with me drinking more than usual. And then when I was already under the influence, I would just cry, for
Like,
hours.
Harder and longer.
Hi, Mama. Yeah, I would.
Hey,
It's excited.
What you doing?
I would cry for hours. I'm like ugly cry. Like I would. So when after obviously you still grieve people, but you get better. So when they started getting better and my eating habits were going back to normal, I would see like he would order me teas to get better, to get appetite. He would order me protein shakes. He would order me pills to sleep, like all kinds of stuff just to like get better. I was like, yeah, someone that loves you. I mean, someone that doesn't love you wouldn't do this much for you. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely the one. That's when I found out. And that was literally like probably 4 months ago. That I was like, I could marry this man.
I thought she was the one when we get into like arguments, like everybody has that stage of when you get to know a person and you guys get into arguments and it shows who's really the bigger person. And she made me want to come back and work on myself, and like, I looked at myself in the mirror and told myself, like, if you really do love her, like, because I have a pretty bad attitude problem where I just have the habit of just getting up and leave, but to like, and I'm still working on it, but to just work on myself, to talk things out. She made me want to do that. And every time I look at her, she makes me happy. Like I said, I'm a pretty happy guy. When I've been going through some stuff and, when I wasn't working and, the bills don't stop, I'd always go with her. And she was my safe person. Like, every time I feel like, just, how do you say?
What?
Like, feel like uncomfortable or feel uncomfortable or like nervous or whatever, I just go to her and she makes everything just feel better. Like, she's a pretty funny person.
I'm hilarious.
You're hilarious, yes. And yeah, I just love that about her. She makes me happy.
Yeah.
Most happiest I ever been.
Before you were dating those ugly rats. So next question.
What the hell?
Did he go up to you at the violin? Yes. I only asked one guy to dance and it was for content. I would never go up to a guy and ask him to dance. That's a guy's job. Were you single and looking when you met him? Hell no. I was celibate prior to him for 2 years. I had not dated nobody here in Vegas. I had not talked to nobody in Vegas. I was focused on making money and my small business. I could say that's what I was up to. Yeah, I was not looking. I was looking to be single for longer, and my parents were starting to think like, did Lisette like se nos volteó? Is she turning the other way? Like, which there's nothing wrong with that, but that was not the case. I was just so focused.
It was just a concern from them.
Yeah, I was just so focused on me, and then I had this whole goal of getting my Camaro. Like, I wanted the Camaro so bad. I mean, it didn't happen to start dating him, but I was planning it for years. So yeah, no, I was not looking for anything. I'm telling you, I would be at Vilas all the time, and obviously, you're a girl, you get hit on everywhere you go. But I would not entertain nobody. Like, guys would try to take me on dates. I never went nowhere with no one here. Yeah. Were you looking?
I was neutral.
You were down
like
for
I
it?
was just neutral. Like if I found some, like if she made me laugh or whatever, yeah. But I could say in the beginning, I always thought she was beautiful. I always thought she was a beautiful person. And quick side note, but when my brother got engaged with his fiance, my cuñada, she told me, she said, hey, what's your type of girl, And then I went on Instagram, I had her on my phone list, and I showed a picture of her, and I was like, this, like her, like this, exactly like this one.
¿With the Tejana al revés?
Yeah, to the Tejana al revés, and everything, like everything. It was that one.
It was that one? Shut up.
Yeah. Like she was my type, like her, like just her.
And then, so now that you mentioned that, it reminds me, like, at the house, I would talk about him, but because he was like the only cute guy I had ever seen here in Vegas. Nalgón and you know, I was like, oh, like, he's cute. But then I danced with him, and obviously you hold hands like
Look at
that.
this,
I'm
look at
like,
that.
oh wow,
Look at that.
what was that? Was all?
Yeah,
He's a hairy man.
it doesn't stop either.
No.
It doesn't stop.
Anyways,
I wish it does.
so I would just call him my noviecillo, and then I knew he was 22. So I was like, oh, mi noviecillo. After, not the first baile, because I didn't know your age then. After the second time, after the virgin, I was like, no. When did we see each other? You told me you were 22.
No,
Yeah, it was, yeah. So,
Virgin, I was
and I didn't think
22.
it was gonna go anywhere. It was after the virgin when we started going out often. I would just say, oh, mi noviecillo de silver, mi noviecillo de silver nugget, because
Oh, that was before.
it was before, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but point is, I knew his age, and I was like, I'm not dating him because he's too young, but I would call him el noviecillo de silver, and everybody in my house knew. They just didn't know. They just didn't know who it was, and I brought him around and everything, and then after, I told him it's that guy that I would talk about. Because my dad invited him for Christmas, and we were not even a thing. And I even told him, like, who invited you? He was like, my dad. Your dad invited me. And I was like, what the hell? And then I told my dad, I was like, usted que anda invitando gente, like, si you don't know, you don't know what's going on. And he's like, es mi casa. You know?
Yo puedo hacer lo que yo quiero.
He's like, puta, es mi casa. But, yeah, once my dad, like, clicked with him, and then not only that, like, all my cousins, like, my guy cousins that have met him, they literally drink with him, they talk to him, like, just to not go far out there. I have a padrino, and I call him padrino all the time out of respect, you know.
Oh, yeah, that one tripped me out.
And he calls me Hada, like, Hada this, Hada that. And he wants him to call him padrino now. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, like he's for sure the one, because he's super picky about who he messes around with and stuff. Like, he doesn't really like, not that he's like a mean person, but he's hard para que le caigas bien. And David, he like loves David, so.
It was funny when he first told me to call him my hello. Like, we came back from our cabin trip.
The
huh?
cabin trip, yeah.
And we got drunk as hell. Like, we were dancing. Like, he took me out to dance, like, to, you know, like, fuck around. And then I would offer everybody beers. I'd get up and get some beers. Like, his name, can I say his name?
Yeah.
His name is Adolfo. Adolfito, ¿quiere una o qué? He was like, desde este momento me vas a decir padrino, ¿eh?
Dude.
Me vas a decir padrino. And then I was like, okay, like, just brushing it off. Then the second time I said it again for the second round of beers. Then he looks at, this was her padrino, this was Lizette, and he goes, pues su rechingada madre. Le dije que me dijera padrino.
Yeah.
He got pissed, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I like
So
that
now
one.
David, he saw him on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I make charolas de ceviche, so I saw them here, and I took him one, and I took his brother one, and he was there.
I thought he was drunk, like telling me to call him that. Like,
he called him padrino, like he already knows. Yeah, padrino.
When he first told me that, I thought he was drunk, like just like a drunk moment.
Yeah,
But now when he's sober, he calls me like Carlos. So I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. But we have one last question, and then we're gonna wrap it up for today. The last one was, do you guys want kids? That was the one I got on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Like she said, we have goals. We
Near
want to travel.
future.
We haven't traveled enough. We want.
Which we're going to Jalisco in June, so I'll be vlogging that, because I'm trying to get into the
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
scene now. We're gonna be vlogging
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and then while we're in Jalisco, we're planning a trip to the beach, and that same trip.
Oh, that one's gonna be fun.
So it's
Oh,
gonna be
man.
an all-inclusive. So me and David, like, I'm sorry, I know there's probably many of you that don't like drinking, or you guys are like, why do you guys drink? Or, me and him are drinkers. Like, we like to have fun, we like to drink.
That's our love language, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's healthy. Like, I know,
It's a healthy one.
because I know so many people that don't like drinking. It's because they come from a family that the family would fight when they would drink, or they
Yeah.
would, that's not the case with us. Like, we have a good time when we drink, and we just call it an end. Obviously, sometimes we do argue. I'm not going to sit here and be fake,
Yeah,
you know,
we do
but
sometimes.
it's never like physical. It's never physical. But yeah, so I'm gonna be vlogging that, and then we're planning a Zacatecas trip, because we're trying to see where we're both from.
You don't see me with a lot of melon balls in my hand.
A lot of what?
melon balls.
What's that?
That's a drink. Oh man. If they
Oh,
have
at the
melon
beach?
balls, yeah. They have melon balls at the resort.
It's because David went to Cabos, and he thinks the whole world revolves
They
around
have
Cabos.
They have to have a melon.
So whatever he had there, he expects everywhere like to have it. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that wraps it up for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.